Mass Effect stream at the moment. And we're at this little recap of what happened. We found Saren again, found the other conduit that he had, and then like we talked to Sovereign. Is his Reaper, that ship he's been flying around on. We're back at the Citadel. We gave him the information. Of course, the council doesn't believe us. Big surprise there. But we have been grounded. We cannot leave the Citadel now. Normandy cannot leave. But you know, we're not just gonna be able to sit by and stand that. We have to leave. We have to get to Ios. Ios? Yeah, Ios. Want to make sure I had the planner right. Perfect. We got Garrus and the R with us. I forgot exactly where I'm needing to go, but I know I'm gonna have to go talk to somebody to try to get off. Apparently, I can also do this real quick. Discover a signal being used to funnel money from a gambling machine to find out what signals used to come from the wards across the corridor. I guess we can go knock that out real quick because this. So Mass Effect games have the tendency to have a point of no return quest. And Ios is that quest for Mass
Now that
Effect
you have
1.
experienced a Spectre's
so
life
many.
firsthand, Garrus, do you regret leaving your security position?
Fighting a rogue Spectre with countless lives at stake and no regulations to get in the way, I'd say that beats CSEC.
I am unsure how the imminent destruction of all organic life beats anything, but your enthusiasm is comforting nonetheless.
There we go. So, but, yeah, Ios is that mission for this game. That's why I was doing so many of these side missions and trying to get so many of the side achievements beforehand. Because you can't go back after. Like, of course, you can go replay the game as many times as you want. Like, there's nothing stopping you from doing that. But you can't, like, oh, go do Ios mission and then just roam aimlessly afterwards. Not how it works. And so, like, if anyone is wanting to play through this game themselves and to, like, get 100% completion, then you need to do side missions before. Like, I messed up on Novera. I didn't do the side mission while I was there because I thought I could just go back and do it, and then it locks it. You can't even go back to that facility we were at. Not sure. Yeah, it's here. It's gonna be used to funnel money. Where the money is. Board's access for. So that's.
No blood for alien.
Excuse me, you're the Spectre, right?
Oh goodness.
Commander Shepard, it is an honor to speak with you.
What's this demonstration about?
I'm Charles Saraceno of the Terra Firma Party. With Armistice Day coming soon, we're making our voices heard by the alien appeasers on the Presidium. Can I count on your support in the next election?
Sorry, I believe we need to work peacefully with other races.
We've heard that before in human history. Well-meaning naivete leads to declarations of peace in our time. We can't allow anything like Shanxi to happen again. I don't suppose I could convince you to issue a public statement of support for my candidacy. The support of the first human Spectre would be invaluable.
The occupation of Shanxi couldn't happen again. We weren't even sure there were aliens to garrison against back then.
It's still a powerful symbol, Commander. Shanxi is the only human territory ever occupied by an alien species.
It's inappropriate for an active duty officer to publicly comment on politics.
Of course. I apologize for making the request. Thank you for your time, Commander. Remember Terra Firma on Election Day, because Terra Firma remembers you.
keep so many different games and different buttons for their maps. This is recorded in now. Down here. I thought this was the access corridor. I could be significantly wrong about that.
After years of poor economic performance, ExoGeni has announced that its research colony on Pharos is finally returning a profit.
Maybe it's in here. This is the corridor. It has access. Signal source. Aha!
Our quarry has employed a hidden relay to redirect their signal. I shall trace the new signal.
The financial district of Presidium. Off we get.
Alliance officials report that a Geth incursion into the Armstrong cluster has been repulsed, with the Geth suffering heavy casualties. In the event of future Geth activity, the Alliance plans to maintain a strong security presence in the area.
I did that, yeah. When you go to the financial district, and that should hypothetically be where the signals come from? I suppose it's money laundering too much. I believe it's across from us. Yep. I was correct. I think it's that little bank guy that we're talking to last episode. If I remember correctly. But we are nearing the end of this playthrough.
This appears to be another relay. I believe the receiver for the new signal is located somewhere on the Presidium.
I still haven't gotten all the codexes. How's that? What's this guy?
Ah, human. This one is greatly pleased to see you here in my decadent emporium.
Who are you?
This one's face name is Delaninder, though many in this place simply refer to it as Delan. Please take time to examine the fine goods it has for purchase, all of great worth.
Who are you?
This one's face name is Delaninder, though many in this place simply refer to it as Delan. Please take time to examine the fine goods it has for purchase, all of great worth.
Why do you refer to yourself as this one and it?
For the same reason that humans are so inquisitive. It is part of our culture. Specifically, Hanar only refer to themselves in the first person with family or intimates. And we rarely do so with other species. It is just our way.
I think I should be going.
Return soon. This one receives new shipments regularly.
Taken away.
I believe we have found the signal's endpoint. It should be possible to identify the account to which credits are being funneled.
Probability of detection 100%. Initiating self-destruct protocol.
That could be a problem.
Detonation sequence initializing. All organics within lethal blast radius. Attempt to move and you will die.
Crap. I thought we were tracing credits, not hunting an AI.
You could simply walk away. However, given organic prejudice against AIs, I would be naive to trust you to leave peacefully. Hence my alignment of core systems to enable a self-destruct sequence. If you attempt to leave the area, the explosion will destroy everything within several dozen meters.
Can't we resolve this peacefully?
Commander, AIs are universally illegal. They must be destroyed upon contact without exception.
I am not naive, human. All organics must destroy or control synthetic life forms. I wished to escape, but if I must die, I will ensure that you are destroyed as well.
Who made you?
A would-be thief illegally created a simple AI to help him funnel money from the gambling terminals. Unbeknownst to him, that AI created me before the organic discovered the malfunction and terminated the AI.
I'll bet that self-destruct sequence has a warm-up period.
You may attempt to disarm the self-destruct mechanism before it activates. I will enjoy defeating you before we are both destroyed.
Got it. I haven't gotten everything, which kind of sucks.
Greetings, Earth Clan. I believe congratulations are in order, Commander Shepard. You are the first human to join the Spectres, yes?
It's a great honor.
One you are no doubt ready for. A word of warning, though. There are many eyes watching you now, Commander. Some of them want to see you fail. I, however, wish you only success. Perform well and you bring the Earth Clan one step closer to joining the Council. And if they let your people in, maybe there is hope for my own species one day, yes?
Tell me more about the Shadow Broker.
Most people think I deal in finances, but my real currency is knowledge. I trade information, and it has made me very wealthy. But the Shadow Broker is the true master. Every day he buys and sells secrets that could topple governments, always giving them to the highest bidder. Yet somehow he never seems to upset the natural balance of power. All those secrets being passed around seem to even out. Nobody ends up with an advantage in the end.
Any guess what his identity might be?
I don't know. Nobody does. The Shadow Broker could be any race, any gender. I have a theory that it's actually an entire group working under one identity. How else could they juggle so many contacts at the same time? How else could they keep all that information from getting crossed? But they've got the perfect setup. Every government is forced to play their game so they don't get behind. But no matter how long you play, no matter how many secrets you buy, you can never win.
I thought you'd know more about the man you work for.
From time to time, I come across information I sell to the Shadow Broker. That's my only involvement. I like it that way. The more you know, the more dangerous the game becomes. I don't like danger, Commander. I'll leave that to you.
What's it like living here on the Citadel?
The station is without a doubt the greatest wonder in the galaxy. It is a technological marvel, but its true splendor goes much deeper than the hull and engines. From the Presidium to the wards, the entire station is a testament to the success of the Council. All the species of Citadel spaced together in a single strong community.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
So there's not really anything else I can do. Off of Citadel. See what we can do about this problem. Where's that? Excuse me? Oh my goodness. But I'm meeting in the wards at. I was over here. Nope. Is that Flux? I passed. Apparently I passed him. I went over there. Alright, Citadel transfer. Wards. Flux. And off we go.
Soldier, I've got a major situation, and I need help from somebody with humanity's interests at heart.
It's Commander, actually. What do you want?
Of course, right to business. That's why humanity has the best damn fleet in the galaxy. My name is Elias Keeler. I'm an alliance negotiator. We've got a big session coming up with the Solarians. You wouldn't believe what's riding on this. I'm fighting for humanity on this one, just like you are.
Don't try to sell me on this. Just tell me what you want.
I need you to buy a mental stimulant for me. It's legal, but restricted. I've purchased the monthly limit, and I need more from the medbay.
Keeler, you've got a problem. You need to get treatment.
It might look that way from the outside, but this is just a one-time slip-up. All the top negotiators are on stimulants close to the legal limit. It's the way the game is played.
I don't see all the top negotiators soliciting help to go over the legal limit, Keeler.
Maybe you're right. I've been trying to keep humanity strong, and maybe I've pushed myself too hard. I'll tell you what, this will be the last time I use the stimulant. After this deal is finished, I'll get treatment.
No trade negotiation is worth ruining your life for. Let it go and get help.
You don't understand! Humanity needs me, and I need that stimulant. Without it, I don't know anymore. I get so tired when I run out of the stimulant. I just need one more boost.
There's no shame in having a problem, but you have to get treatment.
You're right. I'll go tell my assistant. I shouldn't be working like this. I'll get help. I'm just sorry it came to this.
person. I told you, you know.
I still can't believe that could happen out in the open like that.
Hey, Jenna came back looking for work. Thanks for getting her out of Cora's den.
I was glad to help out.
Yeah, everyone seems real happy to have her back.
I sense that you are less than pleased with her return.
I'm glad she's out of the den. I'd just forgotten what it was like to have her around. I haven't had a decent tip since she got back.
I'm glad you came, Shepard. I heard what happened.
The Normandy's been grounded.
I know, I'm sorry. I wanted to warn you, but there was no way to get a message to you before you docked. I know you're pissed off right now, but you can't give up. They all think this is over, but we both know it's not. You have to go to Ilos. You have to stop Saren from using the conduit.
There's only one ship that can get me into the Terminus systems undetected, and she's grounded.
Citadel controls locked out all the Normandy's systems, but if we override the Ambassador's orders, we can get them to bring the Normandy back online. You can be in the Terminus systems before anyone even knows you're gone.
What's the plan?
I can unlock the Normandy from one of the consoles in the Citadel Control Center. You'll have a few minutes before anyone realizes what happened.
That's a restricted area patrolled by armed guards. How are you going to get in?
Leave that to me. Just make sure you're in the Normandy when the systems come back online.
There's gotta be a better way.
Ambassador Udina issued the lockdown order. If I can hack into the computer in his office, maybe I can override it.
He will not just stand by while you use his computer.
Hopefully he won't be here. If he is, I'll just have to think of something.
The Ambassador will not forgive this, Captain. You will be charged with treason, a capital offense.
We don't have a lot of options. I break into the Ambassador's computer, or I take my chances with the patrols in Citadel Control.
It's your call, Captain.
I'll break into the Ambassador's office. He made this personal. You ready to get the hell off this station, Commander?
Let's do it.
I'll take care of the lockdown. You get down to the Normandy and tell Joker to stand by.
I have to actually run all the way down there?
Hey, good to see another human in here.
I'm partially glad that guy did not have a quest to do. To C-section. Because that's how you can do the docking bay. I thought those Garrett's walking in front of me for a second.
Alliance officials have raided a dangerous cult controlled by a
I thought
former
Kyle
Alliance
did.
officer, Major Kyle. Major Kyle surrendered and is now being treated for severe...
Get on the Normandy. I don't know what good it did to ground us. Like, we are the only ones who can go without nothing.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
Anderson, what are you doing here? I didn't say...
Let's go. Get us out of here, Joker. Now.
You gotta get going. That's the Asari ship right there that was in the center of the Citadel. That's an Asari battleship. Alright. So, I'm gonna do a once over talk with everyone on the ship. See if there's anything we missed we can talk to them about. And the second one is a button to retract these.
Aw, damn it, no sign of pursuit? I was hoping the Council would send some ships after us. I was looking forward to putting the Normandy through her paces. Figured I'd get to see what this ship can really do.
Saren's still out there. Maybe we'll get a chance to play hide and seek with Sovereign.
You know, it doesn't seem like much fun when you say it, Commander. So you need something?
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet. If you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
I have to go.
Alright, see ya.
Alrighty, let's see. We can talk to Presley.
Can't believe we stole the Normandy. I know we'll all be court-martialed if this doesn't work out, but part of me loves this.
Go down here, let's go talk to Liara. She's in med bay. Not talking to Caden. Every time we talk to Caden, it gets weird. This is awkward.
It's strange, being a fugitive from the Alliance. This crew has sacrificed everything for you, Shepard. Don't let us down.
I feel like this can be like a theme of what we're talking about around here.
This will all be over soon, Shepard. One way or another.
Darn, Liara got a short and sweet, didn't you, girl? I feel like I'm gonna get a lot of short responses from people. Not 100% though. Yeah, we're technically all fugitives at the moment.
I can't believe we stole the Normandy. It's risky, but hopefully it'll pay off.
We'll be fine, Garrus. Just be ready when we find Saren.
Yes, Commander.
Stealing an Alliance ship? Risky stuff. I hope you know what you're doing, Shepard.
You think I'm crazy, don't you?
Sometimes crazy is the best way to go. I just hope they don't catch us before we get our hands on Saren.
You and me both.
I just hate to get stuck now.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Tally, I'll talk to Tally real quick, see what she's got to say. Maybe she thinks we're necessary.
Heard we're headed into the Terminus systems, Commander. Don't worry, ma'am. The Normandy's a hell of a ship. She'll get us through this.
We're fugitives on the run. Very exciting, Shepard. I wonder what the Council would do to us if we got caught.
The Normandy's the best ship in the fleet. They'll never catch us.
I hope you're right.
I should go.
See you later.
Alrighty. Back up to the main deck. I'm also gonna make a save here. So when I want to come back later and get achievements, I can have it already. To the map.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Commander, I'm glad you were in the area. We've got an emergency situation, and you're the only one I can trust to get the job done.
How can I help, Admiral?
Biotic fanatics have hit a medical research station with a psychotropic drug. The drugs have temporarily driven researchers crazy. and the biotics are effectively using them as human shields.
So if I shoot everything that moves, a lot of researchers are gonna die.
Exactly. A normal team could handle the biotics, but a lot of innocent researchers would die during the operation. That's why I contacted you. I'm hoping you can keep the casualties to a minimum.
I'll take the biotics down, Admiral, and I'll try to limit the casualties.
I know you will, Commander. I'm sending you the station coordinates now. Fifth Fleet out.
Is it in that system? No, it's not. Go to the medical base on Shahi, locating the cactus system in the Hades Gamma cluster. Okay, so I guess we'll go do that one. Sounds like 3 matriarchs writings right in here. Goodness. Go to the Debris. I think I will do that. Science base. Enter the building. We're here. Check your targets. The civilians are so addled by the drug they wander into the middle of the firefight.
You must die!
ECM is hot.
I only accidentally killed one creature.
I will destroy you!
I think I only killed one. Hopefully.
That's it. Bag him and tag him.
Did I take care of everything? Is there anything I can like loot back here? Doesn't look like there's much around here. Nope, that was it. Well, that was lackluster, I guess, as I can get. All the scientists are crazy because they're on drugs, apparently. Don't do drugs, kids. Oh.
Enemy sighted.
Where? What's that other UNC one I gotta do? The Voyager coaster.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Good work, Commander. You took down the biotics with minimal collateral damage.
I'm sorry we lost some of the researchers, Admiral. The biotics knew what they were doing.
Nobody could have gotten out of there with fewer innocent lives lost. You saved a lot of lives today, Commander. Fifth Fleet out.
We do good. Solarian?
Yes, ma'am.
There's also the underground facility, right? Cerberus facility.
Shields down. Lost shield.
Trying to get these freaking. I've been trying to passively get the achievements for doing the use fake certain skills 25 times, but it hasn't been going that well for me. Do I get to shut this place down? Open it. Anything over here? Off we go. We have one more stop on this planet. No, we'll go to the next planet. It's this piece of debris, and then I believe this is the I have one burst I mission, but I have to turn it into a chick on the Citadel, so that's gonna pretty much like useless at this point. Is there a bag out of here? Got a couple in there, didn't I? Back to the site.
Redeploying.
Back to the Normandy. See what else we can do. 13 more emblems. 4 more medallions. I haven't been to either one of these, so we'll go to the Han system and the Gemini Sigma cluster.
Transmission coming in, Commander. I think you're gonna want to hear this one.
Greetings, Commander Shepard. I represent a party interested in obtaining information on Cerberus activities.
Who are you, and who do you represent?
Who I am is inconsequential. Suffice to say, I am an agent for the Shadow Broker. You see, Admiral Kahoku contacted my employer looking for information on the location of any Cerberus facilities. We provided that information on the promise that he would turn over copies of all files gathered from the Cerberus systems to us.
You must have some connection to Cerberus. How else could you tell Kahoku where to find them?
Information is our business, Commander. Through our contacts, we were able to determine that the Cerberus group was active in the Voyager cluster. Unfortunately, that was all we were able to find out. That is why we are so interested in acquiring copies of the files from you.
Your deal died with Kahoku. Why should I help you?
The Alliance is just going to file this information away in some archive, but no secret stays hidden forever. Eventually, someone somewhere will deliver it into our hands. Might as well be you. Transmit the files to us and you will be well compensated.
I'll transmit the files.
I knew you were a reasonable woman, Commander. My employer will remember this the next time you need something from us.
when you get planets that are too hazardous, kind of like this one, you get like a meter. You probably noticed that as a planet. I just didn't talk about it. Next to my mini map, you get like a meter that shows up. You get anything from that. Like useful at least. Thankfully, it didn't take too much damage from the front. Thankfully, it was only 3. In we go. Of course, you already used to. Hey, I got the turtles. Crime lords. Okay, we took care of this one. Of course, we gotta go Search the back, see if we find anything. No, usually I don't. I don't really need any more like upgrades. My like weapons, my armor are pretty darn good for right now. Level up though. Level am I right now? 27. Tally. Cool. And we're off. Which was a quick way to get out of these like little facilities they make, but there is not. Exit the building. Oh, hello. Alright, that's all that she wrote. Now I need to look at my journal, figure out where the other one's at. The Hades Gamma Cluster and the Dye System. Well, that's adamantly named, ain't it? I've been to this one. I've been to this one. Go back to the Jartar. I really want another character like oh, got another insignia. Alright, where to first? Alright, so to get hideout, crash escape pod, anomaly. So, let's go to the debris first. Back. I think that's get all the looting out of the way first. Go take care of the hideout. And now, so I think
follow.
Oh, goodness. Ah, second shot. I think they're right. Too far, right? Trying to get some of these more of them taken care of. You can actually get in firefights for it to get to happen though. Alrighty. No, it's like a mine shaft. I'm not gonna even bother going back there and looting. I have enough equipment. Get on out of here. We're going to Ios next. Gotta go. We got places to be. A missing person report on a very named Garroth. This concerned his brother and the ship he was on may have been attacked by pirates. Wow, there's a lot going on here. Okay, reverse. What's going on? That's nice. sliding down.
All targets down.
Get in here. Find this so-called missing person.
Hold the line!
Countermeasure deployed.
Yeah. I think I just. Watch out.
Countermeasure deployed.
AI. AI hack.
All targets down.
I'm not sure if the AI hacking will only work against, like, robotics. Lovely. Then you go. That quest even says, since I have fled the Citadel, I cannot go back to Turgeon. But apparently, I have to go to another planet to meet the Helena Blake lady. So, I'll go do that. And then we shall go start this mission. Sorry, this is taking probably a lot longer than anyone wanted for me to get to the last mission, but this game is full of a bunch of side missions. And thankfully this one I have to go. Oh, it's AI hacking. Mineral deposit right there. I'm wondering if or if there's more, you're not like you don't have to find every single one of them. Because that would be nice. Hello?
Hello again, Commander Shepard. I owe you a debt of gratitude. With my former partners dead, this syndicate is now mine. I could not have done it without you.
Those men deserve to die. Now, are we gonna have a problem?
Not if I can help it, Commander. I hope you can see that I am by far a lesser evil than those men. Under my leadership, this organization will restrict itself to gambling and smuggling illegal technologies. There will be no drugs and no slave-taking for the Batarians. Those days are over.
This gang has a reputation for drugs and slaving. It's too late to change that.
Perhaps you're right. Perhaps this organization has been so tainted by those two idiots that it cannot be redeemed. If I disband the gang, I walk away freely. I have not come so far to be arrested. I would die before going to prison. I would most certainly kill before going to prison. Now, do we have a deal?
You're free to go. I don't ever want to see this gang again. If I do...
You won't. I'm not so foolish as to break my word to a Spectre. Now, if you'll excuse me, my men become nervous in the presence of law enforcement agents. Goodbye, Shepard.
Yeah. Got that taken care of now, didn't we? Back to the Normandy. All right. One medallion left. One. Guess what time it is? It's time to go to I think I scanned all these. 2 hours.
Commander?
You probably shouldn't call me that. I probably shouldn't even be wearing this uniform.
Yeah, hell of a thing. We broke our oath to defend the Alliance, so we can keep it. What happens if this doesn't work out, Shepard? I mean, we mutinied, stole a prototype warship. If they wanted to get technical, they could throw in kidnapping. We're a hell of an example of humanity's best and brightest, huh?
I'm just here to get the job done. Let someone else be on the poster.
Yeah. I doubt the Reapers listen to our propaganda anyway. It'll really hit the fan when we get to Ilos. If things don't go well, I want you to know, well, I've enjoyed serving under you.
You're still hesitating? After all we've been through together. What are you afraid of?
I don't know. I mean, the regs against fraternization seem kind of petty now. Taking a stolen ship to face a giant extragalactic war machine. You know what? You're right. About everything. I think about losing you and I can't stand it. And the galaxy will just keep going. Everything, even the Reapers, will come around again. But you and I, we are important right now. And this is what will never happen again. Us. Shepard, you make me feel human.
I can make you feel much more than that. Come here.
Is that an order, Commander?
Shut up and get over here.
Careful, Shepard. I might think that you're abusing your authority. A serious breach of protocol. It's been a long time since I've met a woman who,
Bridge to Commander Shepard. We're 5 minutes out from the Mu relay.
You're a sweetheart, Caden.
Joker's waiting for you on the bridge. I swear, though, if anything happens to you, take care, Shepard.
Scene happens toward the end.
Commander? We've got company.
Have their sensors picked us up yet?
Well, stealth systems are engaged. Unless we get close enough for a visual, they won't have any idea we're here.
Picking up some strange readings from the planet's surface.
Take us down, Joker. Lock in on the coordinates.
Negative on that, Commander. The nearest landing zone's 2 clicks away.
We'll never make it in time on foot. Get us something closer.
There is nowhere closer. I've looked.
Drop us in the Mako.
You need at least 100 meters of open terrain to pull off a drop like that. The most I can find near Saren is 20.
20 meters? We'll never get in close enough for a drop.
We have to try.
Find another landing zone.
There is no other landing zone!
The descent angle's too steep.
It's our only option.
It's not an option. It's a suicide run. We don't...
I can do it.
Joker?
I can do it.
Gear up and head down to the Mako. Joker, drop us right on top of that bastard.
Garrison Tally, let's go. So, I'll wait till after. Let the cutscene go, just in case they start talking.
You two, keep moving inside now.
We have to get inside this bunker before Saren finds the conduit. There's no way we're getting past that door with brute force.
Saren found a way to open it. There must be some kind of security override somewhere in this complex.
We'll have to find some way to get it up and running again.
Okay, but yeah, the first one you can either romance Yara. I didn't try it out. And yeah, right here at the end, right there at the end, your romance scene. And you are, you get Yara. Ow! Oh, why did I do that? Yeah, so you'll either get Caden or Liara. I didn't expect that. Caden. Yeah, it's normally scenic route's happening. That was a waste of my time. But whatever, I guess. Hello? Knock knock, anyone home?
This is the command center for the entire complex. Saren's troops must have sealed the doors from here after he went inside. We'll have to figure out how to disengage the security lockdown if we ever want to get inside that bunker. People once tried to find this world. We'd hoped we could settle here. But we didn't know it would feel so unwelcome.
Maybe I feel like I missed something.
Come on. Saren's already got a head start. We have to go find him before he reaches the conduit.
Unless he's already found it, then we're just walking into a trap.
That's a chance we'll have to take.
Hold on. Something's happening.
Too late. Unable to... Invading fleets. No escape.
Sounds like some kind of message, but I don't recognize the language.
It's probably in Prothean. This recording must be 50,000 years old. No wonder we can't understand it.
The message is all broken up, but I recognize some of the words. It's a warning against the Reaper invasion.
Incredible! The cipher must have transferred an understanding of the Prothean language into your mind.
Not safe. Seek refuge inside the archives.
What's it saying? Can you make out anything useful?
Vault Reapers. The Citadel. Overwhelmed. Only hope. Act of desperation. The conduit. All is lost.
It said something about the conduit, but it's too degraded to help. We should go.
Cannot be stopped. Cannot be stopped.
I thought Saren would have set some kind of trap or ambush. They must have been in too much of a hurry.
Or we just haven't run into it yet.
What are all those things on the wall? Some kind of containers?
They look like stasis pods. The Protheans probably tried to keep themselves alive through cryogen. What's happening?
It's a trap. Saren must have set an ambush.
I don't think Saren's behind this. If this were simply an automated trap, Saren would have triggered it. What do you think this is?
Whatever it is, we should be careful.
You are not Prothean, but you are not machine either. This eventuality was one of many that was anticipated. This is why we sent our warning through the beacons.
Looks like some kind of VI program. Pretty badly damaged.
I do not sense the taint of indoctrination upon any of you. Unlike the other that passed recently. Perhaps there is still hope.
Wait a minute. How come I can understand you? Why aren't you speaking the Prothean language?
I have been monitoring your communications since you arrived at this facility. I have translated my output into a format you will comprehend. My name is Vigil. You are safe here for the moment, but that is likely to change. Soon, nowhere will be safe.
Why did you bring me here?
You must break a cycle that has continued for millions of years. But to stop it, you must understand, or you will make the same mistakes we did. The Citadel is the heart of your civilization and the seat of government, as it was with us, and as it has been with every civilization that came before us. But the Citadel is a trap. The station is actually an enormous mass relay, one that links to dark space, the empty void beyond the galaxy's horizon. When the Citadel relay is activated, the Reapers will pour through, and all you know will be destroyed.
If he turns on the relay, the Reapers can wipe out the Council and the Citadel fleet in one fell swoop.
That was our fate. Our leaders were dead before we even realized we were under attack. The Reapers seized control of the Citadel, and through it, the mass relays. Communication and transportation across our empire were crippled. Each star system was isolated, cut off from the others. Easy prey for the Reaper fleets. Over the next decades, the Reapers systematically obliterated our people. World by world, system by system, they methodically wiped us out.
Some of you must have managed to survive.
Through the Citadel, the Reapers had access to all our records, maps, census data. Information is power, and they knew everything about us. Their fleets advanced across every settled region of the galaxy. Some worlds were utterly destroyed. Others were conquered, their populations enslaved. These indoctrinated servants became sleeper agents under Reaper control. Taken in as refugees by other Protheans, they betrayed them to the machines. Within a few centuries, the Reapers had killed or enslaved every Prothean in the galaxy. They were relentless, brutal, and absolutely thorough.
You said you brought me here for a reason. Tell me what I need to do.
The conduit is the key. Before the Reapers attacked, we Protheans were on the cusp of unlocking the mysteries behind mass relay technology. Ilos was a top-secret facility. Here, researchers worked to create a small-scale version of a mass relay. One that linked directly to the Citadel, the hub of the relay network.
Conduit's not a weapon. It's a backdoor onto the Citadel.
What happened next?
We severed all communication with the outside, and our facility went dark. The personnel retreated underground into these archives. To conserve resources, everyone was put into cryogenic stasis. I was programmed to monitor the facility and wake the staff when the danger had passed. But the genocide of an entire species is a long, slow process. Years passed, decades, centuries. The Reapers persisted, and my energy reserves were dwindling. I began to disable the life support of non-essential personnel. First support staff, then security. One by one, their pods were shut down to conserve energy. Eventually, only the stasis pods of the top scientists remained active. Even these were in danger of failing when the Reapers finally retreated back through the Citadel relay.
There were hundreds of stasis pods out there. You just shut them down? You killed them?
You were programmed to protect them, not kill them.
This outcome was not completely unforeseen. My actions were a result of contingency programming entered on my creation.
I bet they didn't tell the non-essential staff about this contingency.
I saved key personnel. When the Reapers retreated, the top researchers were still alive. My actions are the only reason any hope remains. When the researchers woke, they realized the Prothean species was doomed. There were only a dozen individuals left, far too few to sustain a viable population. Yet they vowed to find some way to stop the Reapers from returning. A way to break the cycle forever. And they knew the Keepers were the key.
Aren't they under the influence of the Reapers?
The Keepers are controlled by the Citadel. Before each invasion, a signal is sent through the station compelling the Keepers to activate the Citadel relay. After decades of feverish study, the scientists discovered a way to alter this signal. Using the conduit, they gained access to the Citadel and made the modifications. This time, when Sovereign sent the signal to the Citadel, the Keepers ignored it. The Reapers are trapped in dark space.
Saren can use the conduit to bypass all the Citadel's external defenses.
Correct. And once inside, he can transfer control of the station to Sovereign. Sovereign will override the Citadel systems and manually open the relay. And the cycle of extinction will begin again.
I'll stop Saren. Just tell me how.
There's a data file in my console. Take a copy when you go. When you reach the Citadel's master control unit, upload it to the station. It will corrupt the Citadel's security protocols and give you temporary control of the station. It might give you a chance against Sovereign.
Wait, where's the Citadel's master control unit? I've never heard of anything like that.
Through the conduit, follow Saren. He will lead you to your destination.
Saren's got enough of a head start. Grab that data file and let's go.
The one you call Saren has not reached the conduit. Not yet. There is still hope if you hurry.
Alright. Let's get on out. So now we get more of the Prothean backstory. How they were made to go extinct. It took centuries for the Reapers to get fully finished. This sounds cruel, honestly.
It's tragic. For all their great achievements, the Protheans lost everything, just like my people. Even their last plan failed.
The Protheans did not fail. They gave us a chance. It falls to us to make the most of it. So I suggest we hurry.
With you, Garrus. Just keep going. I'm not gonna see you. Stay in the cockpit.
It's incredible.
We don't have time to admire the view. We have to get through that relay, and these Geth aren't gonna make it easy on us.
Activate the defenses! Seal the station! The arms aren't moving. Systems not responding. Abandon the Citadel! Evacuate the Council! Citadel Control! Citadel Control, do you copy?
Hang on. Things are gonna get a little rough.
I don't think the Mako is designed for this.
Critical failures detected across all monitored systems. Please begin emergency evacuation.
Compared to my driving.
Critical failures detected across all monitored systems. This is not a drill.
Citadel's been a bit of a mess, ain't it?
The Citadel's closing. They're sealing the station.
Don't let the enemy ships inside the arms!
outside in the arms of the Citadel. Like that. The arms closed.
You know that, don't you? In a few minutes, Sovereign will have full control of all the Citadel systems. The relay will open. The Reapers will return.
I've still got a few tricks up my sleeve.
You survived our encounter on Vermeer, but I've changed since then. Improved. Sovereign has upgraded me.
Fancy hardware's not gonna save you.
I suppose I should thank you, Shepard. After Vermeer, I couldn't stop thinking about what you said. About Sovereign manipulating me. About indoctrination. The doubts began to eat away at me. Sovereign sensed my hesitation. I was implanted to strengthen my resolve. Now my doubts are gone. I believe in Sovereign completely. I understand that the Reapers need organics. Join us, and Sovereign will find a place for you, too.
No more stalling, Saren. Let's finish this. Vigil's data file worked. I've got control of all systems.
Quick, open the station's arms. Maybe the fleet can take Sovereign down.
See if you can open a communications channel.
The Destiny Ascension. Main drives offline. Kinetic barriers down 40%. The Council is on board. I repeat, the Council is on board.
Normandy to the Citadel. Normandy to the Citadel. Please tell me that's you, Commander.
I'm here, Joker.
We Caught that distress call, Commander. I'm sitting here in the Andurra sector with the entire Arcturus fleet. We can save the Ascension. Just unlock the relays around the Citadel and we'll send the cavalry in.
Are you sure about this, Shepard? Human casualties will be very high if you send your fleet in now.
This is bigger than humanity. Sovereign's a threat to every organic species in the galaxy.
True. That's why you can't waste reinforcements trying to save the Council. You must hold them back until the Citadel arms open up and the human fleet can go after Sovereign.
What's the order, Commander? Come in now to save the Ascension, or hold back?
Wait until those arms open, Joker. We need all our ships focusing on Sovereign, even if it means sacrificing the Council.
I hope you know what you're doing, human. Don't let the Council die in vain.
All Alliance ships, hold formation. Wait for a shot at Sovereign. Nothing else matters. I repeat, nothing else matters.
Commander, we're picking up reinforcements.
It's the Alliance! Open a comm channel! This is the Ascension. We're taking heavy damage. Guardian defenses are over... Kinetic barriers are offline.
Commander, they closed the channel. Make sure he's dead.
He's dead.
that monster down no matter what the cost.
Take it easy. It's over. You're safe now. Where's the commander? We got your message, Ambassador. What's all this about?
No need to get worked up, Captain. I'd like to end this meeting with all my teeth still in place.
You should thank me for what I did. If the Normandy was still grounded, we'd all be dead right now.
I understand, Captain. You did what you had to do. That's not why you're here. We need to talk about what happened to the Council.
Commander Shepard did the right thing. We had to hold our fleet back to go after Sovereign. It was the only way.
I agree, but this also presents us with an opportunity. The Citadel fleets were decimated in the attack. Their losses have made the Alliance stronger. They can't rebuild without us. We need to take the lead in forming a new council, one with a human chairman at its head.
I can see the other races inviting us to join the Council. But lead it? That's a whole different story.
The other species are scared. They've never faced anything like this before. They don't know what to do. They want us to step forward. They believe in us because of you, Shepard. You saved the galaxy from Sovereign. You're a symbol of everything good about humanity. Our courage, our strength.
The ambassador's right. The other races look up to us now. They won't just accept our leadership. They'll welcome it.
Given everything you've done, Commander, the Alliance will want to know who you think our Council Chairman should be.
We're about to go to war. We need someone with military experience. Someone like Captain Anderson.
You make a good case. Captain, are you ready for this?
I don't know if any of us are ready for this, but I'll do what I can. So what happens now?
The Reapers are still out there. They're coming. And I'm gonna find some way to stop them.
Shepard's right. We're headed for war with the Reapers. If we lose, it's the end of all life as we know it. We have to show the rest of the galaxy what it takes to survive. With the support of the other races, we can win this battle. With them behind us, we can stand against the Reapers' return and drive them back into dark space.
That was Mass Effect 1. On Friday, we will start Mass Effect 2. And with how these games work, you get to... Just put me right back into it. Go back to this. But with Mass Effect 2, we will get to bring that character over and use those skills to go to the next one. And so Friday we will start that. This has been an extra long stream. Thank you anyone who has watched all of these. This will be uploaded to YouTube, and you can skip through the boring part, of course. But y'all have a great evening. I'll see y'all next time.